Hey, beautiful you. Have you tried to create true lasting change in your life, only to realize that maybe you were able to make the change for about a couple weeks or so, maybe a couple months, but it didn't really truly change anything for you? I'm here to remind you today that what we actually really already know, this is just a form of remembrance for you, is that when we try to change things in our lives, let's say we want to go to the gym, we all sort of, I think, know that we need to work out somehow. We know we need to move our bodies. We know we need to feel strong. We know we need to feel sort of amazing in our bodies. We know maybe that we need to drink a lot of water. We know that eating vegetables and fruits are great for us, and so on and so forth, right? So we kind of have this inner knowing that these things are good for us. So the question is, why are we not doing them? Or why is it so hard to change into really, truly taking care of ourselves? And I mean taking care of ourselves in terms of our body, but also our mind and our soul. How do we take care of, resting, meditating, and doing all those wonderful things that are so good for us? And I'm going to let you in on a secret. And this is something that you actually already know, but I'm here to be a reminder for you, is that the reason that you can't really break through and say, oh, I made this change, is because you haven't changed from within. So when we try to do these surface level changes in our lives, like, oh, I'm going to start the gym. I got my membership. I'm going. I'm doing it now. Or I'm going to drink 1 liter of water every day, forever. And then we forget. Then we go for the coffee first thing in the morning, let's say, just to use an example. So back to where we were. Your change has to happen from the inside first. And you say, okay, so what does that mean? How do I change from the inside first? Well, a lot of times we have these blocks on the inside that we're not really totally aware of. And to other people, they might seem absolutely obvious. They might be like, oh my God, Marie has a block in this area, right? Or I might say about one of my friends that, oh, I know she's blocked here. Or it's kind of obvious to me. I'm trying to help her with that when I speak to her, and so on and so forth. Right? We see it and we know it in other people. In ourselves, it's not so easy. Or maybe even if we know we have the block, we're kind of like, I'm not so sure. I mean, I know this happened to me in my childhood. I know this happened to me in my adolescence. I know I was in this traumatic relationship, whatever the situation is. But we don't know how to get unstuck from that. So identifying the block is number one, absolutely. And then trying to embrace it and figure out, what can I do about this block? And sometimes we need help. Sometimes we need to go to like a breathwork situation and get that released. Sometimes we start yoga. That helps us get through our blocks. Sometimes we hire a coach that can really guide us gently through that block, and until we ourselves realize that, oh, wow, yeah, this was my block, because it has to come out of our own mouth. It's not like someone can tell you. Like if I were to go to someone and be like, yep, you're blocked here. It's like, okay, a whole lot of good that does me, right? You have to realize it on your own. And when that block releases from whatever method you choose, whether you choose to go one-on-one with someone, whether you choose to do meditation classes, whatever it is, when that block releases, what happens is your external reality has to change, because we're living from the inside out, and our external reality is just a reflection of how we are on the inside. And this is trippy. And for most people, it's like, how can that be? My reality is the same. No, it's not, because you are using your perception. Your reality is always moving through this filter of you saying, I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not young enough. I'm not pretty enough, or whatever those things that you keep on telling yourself. And I know I'm sort of making those easy statements, but they can be deeper than that. They can be like, people always told me I'm not beautiful, so therefore, I feel that way, right? It's kind of, it can have a much, much longer story, but the bottom line is it comes down to that story about yourself. So when we break through our internal blocks, when we realize, oh my goodness, this is, I've been self-sabotaging myself, right? I have been doing this to myself. And I know this is not a fun thing to hear, because when we hear it, we're like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not self-sabotaging myself. Unfortunately, yes, you are. And yes, I am. It's not like you have any immunity to this. This is what we're doing. We're in this great drama called life, and honestly, we're doing it to ourselves. So when we start to take that responsibility and we say, okay, it's coming from within. How can I change from within so that I can then feel so worthy inside of myself, feel so much love inside of myself that the external reality can't help but change? Now I know fundamentally that I need to take care of my temple that is my body. I know I need to work it out. I know I need to take that extra walk in the forest with my dog. I know I should focus on myself before I help other people, and so on and so forth. Then there's this internal knowledge that means that your habit is going to change. It's not like, will it change? No, it's going to change. And it's going to change in so many areas of your life. All of a sudden, you're going to be able to call forth these amazing relationships, these wonderful situations where you say, oh, wow, I'm really worthy of this situation. This is happening for me, and that's amazing. So, back to the beginning. Surface level change, where we say we're going to start a new habit, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, it's only going to take you so far. You have to start from within. Lots of love. I hope this was helpful. Namaste.